Kind of just tuck a little bit up inside here where you're a little bit short.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, you might be able to kind of fluff it out. But this one right here. So we're starting our installation, and we're just packing in all the little cubby holes and behind the wires and the all thread here.
Is there any secret to doing this correctly?
So you don't want to smash the insulation in where it's flat, because then you start losing your R rating. You want it to be kind of fluffed out and fill the bay full of the insulation. You don't want little pockets, because then that's like an air gap where air can travel through here, and just basically fill the bay up and just make sure that it's nice and I guess kind of fluffed, if you will.
And here we have to work around the all threads, right?
Yes. So we're going to kind of tear, kind of like what she did. We're going to tear it open a little bit, kind of go around the all thread.
Yes.
But we're still going to keep filling the void here. So if you notice, if you look right up here, see you got a gap in between your board and in between your insulation here. You want to minimize those gaps, because that's part of your draft, where the air can travel between your ceilings or your exterior walls. And we just want to take little pieces of insulation and fill those little voids.
And is this one of those cases where you think it wouldn't make a difference, but it actually does?
It does make a big difference in your heating and cooling, because now you have an open void. Now the heat can travel from the roof down into your house through that void right there. Here's a good example. Here was a void. So Michelle took a small piece and just filled in that void all the way up to the top, just to minimize that draft and the heat transfer into your ceiling. The details, the quality, I mean, something like that mist down the road is going to create a heat signature. So it's just good to be on top of the details and the quality of the builds. Kind of just tuck a little bit up inside here where you're a little bit short.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, you might be able to kind of fluff it out. But this one right here, that's a pretty big gap. So let's fill that one. Let's fill that void up. So they're about to hang their sheet of drywall, and they made their cut for their outlet box up in the ceiling. So they got their outlet box, but if you look back here, they cut it to the end of their truss here. So they're not going to be able to secure the next sheet on. So they're going to have to pull that down and rip it down a little bit so they can share this TGI with the next sheet of drywall. Yeah, we want to done it right and done properly. So you were flush with the back of the TGI. So if you split that, so you got 2 1/4. So if you do 1 5/8, take 1 5/8 off, you'll be able to split that. So what do you have? You have 80 1/4?
80 1/4.
So move your T-square to 80 1/4, and then just cut that off.